Folks, huge news. Huge news dropped today. I found out about it from Politico. But basically, Trump's use of the Alien Enemies Act is ruled illegal by one of his own judges. Okay? One of his own judges is going out there and saying, yeah, nah. So this was from U.S. District Judge Fernando Rodriguez Jr., who, again, was appointed by Donald Trump. And,
This is a message from Riverboat, Jack. Blood's not doing anything for Gaza. They're a bunch of trick *******. Mark ****** busters. Also, if you want the smoke, Kendrick Lamar.
why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me, Paladin? Oh, God. Jack has no affiliation, yet his red hair, blood confirmed. No! Oh, God. But yeah, the Alien Enemies Act has now been ruled by a Trump judge as illegal. Basically, the decision comes after Judge Fernando Rodriguez Jr. heard arguments and basically was like, you can't just say we're at war with another country when we're not, and then summarily deport people without due process. You can't, like, that's actually incredibly illegal. And, you know, the first part of the Alien Enemies Act requires you to be at war. So we're not at war. There hasn't been a declaration by Congress. So you can't just say, well, in the colloquial sense, we're at war. Like, that's not how this works. Like, it's written in plain English. You don't have to, like, you know, squint at it or anything. You just read the text. And it's I don't know. Like, I wasn't expecting that kind of, like, just blunt thinking from a Trump judge. Rodriguez said Trump had improperly invoked the law, which gives the president the power to quickly expel nationals of invading countries to target alleged members of a Venezuelan gang, Tren de Aragua. The Alien Enemies Act applies only when the country is facing an armed organized attack, Rodriguez said. Trump's claims about Tren de Aragua's activities in the United States fall short of that bar. And yeah, of course it does, because we all know this has been a load of horse shit. And Rodriguez is like, but even Donald Trump is not claiming that the gang is entering the United States to, like, conquer territory and, like, you know, claim it in the name of the Venezuelan government. That's not happening. Like you can't just say, well, Fox News has said there's an invasion at the southern border. Like, that doesn't cut it, actually, when invoking the Alien Enemies Act. God. So FDR using the Alien Enemies Act on the Japanese Americans was legal? I mean, it was a travesty, but, like, we were at war with Japan. Like, the basic prerequisite of the Alien Enemies Act is that you have to be at war with a country. And again, legality does not mean moral. Again, there are plenty of laws that are immoral. And I think we should repeal the Alien Enemies Act, just so you all know where I'm at. But, like, the basic premise of a president being able to suspend your civil rights and say you're an alien enemy, and therefore I don't need to give you a trial, is that there needs to be a declared war. Like, that's what needs to happen. Is this more insanity than Don Quixote? I mean, I think so. Don Quixote was just a little birthday boy, you know, who read too many books and then got real excited about windmills and a princess of loose morals. So, yeah. This is really interesting, by the way, because I believe this is the first time a judge has essentially said no on the grounds of the Alien Enemies Act. I know that Judge Boasberg tried to do that. in the initial case around the Kilmar Brego Garcia, but I think that Rodriguez here is doing a much more broad ruling about the act itself, and that if it goes to the Supreme Court has a better chance of striking down like, no, we're not actually doing Alien Enemies Act. You can't actually just do that, because as Rodriguez points out in his ruling here, it turns out that like if you just allow the president to just say we're at war, kind of, and then invoke Alien Enemies Act powers, like that's actually really bad and not at all any kind of check on the presidency, and actually destroys the court's ability to rule certain actions unconstitutional. So like, just to preserve the judiciary, we need to find this unconstitutional, you know? Anyway, I think it's pretty great. And basically, this is really important. Rodriguez is the first judge to issue a definitive decision on whether the deportations are justified under the law, and his permanent injunction is more durable than the short-term blocks issued by other judges. So basically, this effectively kills Donald Trump's ability to deport people under the Alien Enemies Act. It doesn't stop him from trying to deport people via traditional deportation mechanisms. However, it does stop him from essentially trying to say, no one gets due process. You do not get to even argue your case in front of an immigration judge, for example. So this is good. This is actually a big win. And if this does go up to the Supreme Court, I think the Supreme Court will likely agree with this judge. So, cool stuff. Well done,
when will we
Judge
deport
Rodriguez
Sigourney
Jr.
Weaver? I'm sick of these alien enemy actors.
I saw her in a movie. She was blue. She was blue. Hanging out with all them blue aliens with them goddamn tree penises. Pandora this, Pandora that. Hell, I saw that movie. One of them even fucked a horse. Anyway. Fuck, dude. Avatar was such a weird movie. Alright, we're done. Segment done. Yeah, we did it.
Riverboat Jack is coming to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube and swishy streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, being and plenty more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord.